I don't know, maybe 10 years old, I was at the dinner table with my parents. Now, my parents, they, growing up, I hate deviled eggs. If my parents make anything that involves eggs in any way, shape, or form, they know I love a boiled egg. Like a boiled egg, put some salt on it, that's my jam. So I think my mom made tuna salad that night. You put egg in that. And so she made a few extra eggs, or she set some extra eggs aside for me to eat while they were boiled. And I guess like the food was almost ready. And she told my dad, she was like, can you boil the eggs for Michael? And he was like, there's not enough time. Like in his head, he was like, there's not enough time to boil these. The food's about to hit the table. So unknown to everybody else, he just microwaves them. Okay? He puts them in the microwave and just nukes the eggs until they were the consistency of a boiled egg. Now, I was too young to know what that would do, and my mom wasn't paying attention. I don't know if she knew what that would do. So I, fast forward a few minutes, and we're all at the table, and I get my plate of food, and the very first thing I do is I pick up a boiled egg, put some salt on it, and I bite into it. This thing explodes in my, and I do not mean an explosion of flavor, chat. No, this is not a metaphor. This is a grenade. It is a bomb. This thing blows up in my face. Apparently, if you do that, if you microwave an egg like that, it just pressurizes the whole thing. And as soon as you pierce it, especially with your teeth, it blows up. The pressure is released and it explodes. And it was like burning hot inside, it was just molten inside. And I scream. I'm screaming, I'm crying, my lips are burned, I'm a mess. And what do my parents do? In this moment of their son being in severe pain, you know what they do? My mom starts yelling at my dad. She starts yelling at my dad, what did you do? And he's like, I microwaved the egg. And she's like, I told you to boil the egg. He's like, there was no time to boil the egg. And then they start fighting, and they like have this big fight, and I'm there burned, covered in molten egg and sobbing, and they're yelling at each other. And that's kind of where the memory just fizzles out. It just ends with that. Like, I don't remember anyone cleaning me up. Maybe I just wore the egg to this day. I don't know. But that's where the memory just cuts out. Like, they didn't even fight much growing up. Like, I didn't come from like a broken home or anything. Like, I didn't have parents that fought a lot. But that day is just like, oh man, they were just, parents of the year that day. Yes, the egg is part of me now. I became one with the egg. W2. Chat, fun little short story for you guys. Do you see the emote that Share GW2 just used? The Hey Guys emote? One of my very, very first streams on Twitch, I was one of those 0 viewer streamers for months. One of my first streams, someone popped in and they said, hello. Oh yeah, I've got a full home instance. They said hello. And I was like, hey, Sam, what's up, man? And I said something like that. I said something that implied that I thought they were a dude. I said like, hey, what's up, man? Or something like that, okay? And then Sam did that emote a couple times, the hey, hey, hey. I was so new to Twitch, I thought that was a picture of Sam. And I thought they were politely telling me, I'm not a guy. I straight up didn't understand emotes. I thought they were as politely as possible telling me, I'm a lady, sweetheart, don't call me man. And I completely was just like, how's it going? I went gender neutral. It's like tires screeching in my head, and I just went gender neutral, and we were fine after that. And it was months before I realized, like, no, that was all in my head. It was all in my head. I was like, oh wow, you can upload pictures of yourself for when people get your gender wrong. I didn't know that. Oh, chat. I've got a little story for you guys. So tonight, my wife had a very strong craving for the salad from a pizza place near here. The salad from a pizza place near us. So we ordered pizza for me and my son, and we ordered a salad for my wife. And we get it. And y'all will ever have a pizza place that, like, in the box with the pizza, there's just this miscellaneous hot pepper on the side? Like Papa John's does it, I think. So, yeah, they did that. And my son is like, you know, I want to try that. And usually he's really bad about trying new food. So we like jump at the chance, but my wife was like, okay, but just to warn you, that's a hot pepper. You know, it's not too hot, but you're not used to spicy stuff. It might seem really hot to you. Are you okay with that? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay with that. And he takes one bite and he's like, whoo, whoo. And then he drinks his entire glass of water. He'd had one bite of this pepper. He drinks his entire glass of water. And he's like, okay, all right. And instead of putting it like on the side of his plate, he reaches across the table and he's like, I'm done, and puts it on the side of my wife's plate for whatever reason. And he does that. And then like a minute later, he's like, I think I could eat more. And we're like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So she gives it back to him. He takes another bite and he's just like this. And he's very clearly forcing himself. I have no idea why. And he's like, oh, and he like goes to the fridge. We've got like a water tap on the fridge, and he fills his glass with water and he drains the whole glass of the water. And he's like, it's not working. And she's like, do you want some milk? And he's like, I don't like milk. And it's true, he doesn't really have a thing for milk. Like, he never has cereal or anything like that. And I was like, Gabe, milk stops spicy. And he's like, give me milk. It's like, I don't want milk. Gabe, milk stops spicy. Give me milk. So we get him a little glass of milk and he drinks it. And he's like, I'm better now. And I'm like, good, I'm glad. And he's like, I was making myself eat it to make mom happy. And I was like, dude, you know, we're always happy when you try new things. You don't have to force yourself past the first bite, though. Like, we're not like that. And it was just like, and when he took the first bite, I was like, oh wow, he must take after his mom as far as this goes. Like, I can't handle spicy food at all. My wife can super handle spicy food. So I was like, maybe he's just taking after her as far as the taste buds go. It wouldn't be that unheard of. But then the whole thing after that. Do you want milk? I don't like milk. Milk stops spicy. Give me the milk. Toast is overcooked bread. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's yo, my son today, he said that his toast was raw. And I was like, what? We didn't give you toast, we gave you bread. And he's like, no, it was raw toast. And I just imagined Gordon Ramsay eating a piece of bread and then just like spitting it out, like just retching it out and being like, this toast is raw. And I was just like it hurt my head. It actually like gave me a headache trying to wrap my head around that. I was like, are you serious right now? It's like bread. You cook it a second, like dough cooked becomes bread, bread cooked becomes toast. Every stage is a thing. How dare you serve your son raw toast?